Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to share to you next is about this the seven trumpets of Revelation. Yeah. So we have already covered the seven seals. Now we go to the seven trumpet. It's just a very quick one. Yeah. It's just have to look at some of the important passages there. All right. Then we could understand this. Hold on. Yeah. Yep. Okay. The seven trumpets of Revelation. Let's just before we go there, I want to bring you straight away to the trumpets. Yeah. All right. Okay, this is the arrangement of the trumpet. Okay, when John he saw the thing and he records. Okay, so he record the angel blew the trumpets. So the angel number one blew the first trumpet. The second is in order like that, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the order of blowing of the trumpets. But let us look at what was the content of those what was the content there. Yeah. So we need to check it out, the scripture. All right. Let me hold. Okay, so let's look at it. All right, let's look at the first trumpet. Yeah. Okay, what we are going to do is that we are going to get the keywords, and I leave it to you to read the details. But in our study here, because we are going to be a little bit quickly, you will find here the keywords in trumpet number one is okay in Revelation chapter 6 verse 7. I'm sure you have all read this Revelation already many times, but we shall look at the thing. Okay, it's the first angel. He sounded, yeah, as we know, and there was this hail and fire, right, which is mingled with blood, and they were cast into the earth. And the third part of the trees, now take note of this, the impact is on the trees and on the green grasses, and they all burn. Yeah, you could see the it impacted it was thrown into earth and impacted it, damaged the trees, and the grass were burning, right? So having these key points, we just give this a name. We say that this are talking about the trees. There's something are happening to the trees and the grasses. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the second trumpet. The second trumpet again is, so say the second trumpet, the second angel sounded, and a great mountain burning with fire. There was something fire coming in, was cast into the sea. All right, the point here now is the sea, and the sea became blood. So something had happened to the sea, because there was some great thing burning that was cast into the sea. All right, we can imagine there's something like it can be a meteor, or it can be some things that is big like a mountain burning, and it was cast into the sea, and the sea was affected. The sea was turned into blood. Yeah. So okay, we give it a name in this. We say that is about the sea. Something had happened to the sea. Okay, in the trumpet number 3 again, in this Revelation 8:10, we can see there that, all right, there's a great star. There was a big star from heaven. It's a heavenly thing, and it was burning. So we can imagine it can be some sort, like maybe it can be meteors or something big, as a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers. So here again you can see is the rivers and the fountains of water that was affected, you know right? So we give it, say it is the rivers. Yeah, it's the impact is on the river. So you could see that trumpet 1, 2, and 3 is talking about natural calamities. It's about like the trees as burning, and something is from out from 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 outer space, like it's a hail or it's a fire that hit the trees. Yeah. And then here also is a great mountain that is burning that hit the sea. All right. And here also is a great star that hits the rivers. You see that there's the thing that's happening, information that is based on the trumpet as it was revealed. Okay, so in the trumpet number 4, we could see here, if you look at what are the affected. Okay, this is the fourth trumpet, and we have here part of the sun. Okay, now here's the sun, part of the moon, part of the stars, and third part of them they were darkened, yeah, and they were darkened. So something had happened to the sun, something happened to the sun, to the moon, and to the stars, that it becomes darkened, you know. So we could just imagine what's going on in this revelation, you know. And so we say that this is something is happening to the sun or the moon, the stars. It is a planetary movements or something happened there. All right, so we have now information. Yes, we have the tree, the sea, the river, and the sun. Okay, now let's look at the trumpet number 5. So trumpet number 5, we find suddenly that it was different. Suddenly it was not the same as like the sea, the river, or the sun. And we can see here that yes, there is a star, a star also again falling from heaven. You know, there's a star that is from outer space coming to Earth, and it's a star. And this time, it is something like, I think it's an angel or something, because it's a him, it's a person. And this person that comes out from heaven, he has a key. He got a key with him, and this key is the key of the bottomless pit. So there is a bottomless pit on earth, yeah. So this star is coming down and bring that key, yeah. And see, we will see what happened. What did he do? So this star, he opened it up. I think he used the key, right? He used the key to open up the bottomless pit. So the bottomless pit was opened by the key. He used the key to open it, and there was some smoke that comes out from the pit, right? Smoke and great furnace. And it was so great that the sun and the air are darkened, you know. So it's a heavy, so thick kind of thing burning from inside the bottomless pit just suddenly come out when he opened up the bottomless pit, right? So that's the information that we have. And let's have a look again on some information in Revelation 9:11. Here they say, and they had a king. All right, they had a king. The thing that is burning, that comes out there are things that is coming out from the bottomless pit. It's coming out from the bottomless pit. And Revelation 9 say they had a king over them. You know, there is this a head, a king. So there is a person, which is and this king is the angel of the bottomless pit. So he has a title here. He's the boss. He's the head of the bottomless pit, and he had a name. His name is Abaddon, and also Apollyon. So we have a person here. This is a king. Somebody is inside the pit. Yeah, you know, somebody. There is this bottomless pit. We must take note of this. This is bottomless pit, and somebody is inside the bottomless pit, which is a king. All right, it's a person, because he says here, he come out from the bottomless pit, and in fact he's the angel of the bottomless pit, and he got a name, Abaddon and Apollyon. All right, so that is the information that we get from the trumpet number 5. So we say this is the Antichrist. Okay, we will look at it carefully. It is the Antichrist. So the Antichrist is inside the bottomless pit. He could not come out, and it's only when an angel comes and open up that bottomless pit, then he come out, and he is a king. He's a very influential person, yeah, which is he's a king. He's a very influential person, right? Okay, let's move on. And the trumpet number 6. In the trumpet number 6, we can see here there is something that is going on in the trumpet number 6, and it looks like there's a war going on. Okay, and the 6th angel sounded, yeah, and heard the horns of the golden. All right, in 9:14, saying the released angel had a trumpet, loose the 4 angels. Okay, so loose the 4 angels. And the 4 angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour. Okay, and they are going to slay. You see the word here. These 4 angels, when he's loosed, they are going to slay a third part of men. Meaning it's a big thing. You know, there's a big thing coming, because 1/3 of the human population is going to be killed. So there is something that is going on. And in Revelation 9:16, it says, and the number of the army. So there is an army, and it's a number of the army of the horsemen, which is 100,000 is basically is just 2 million. There is basically just this is a 2 million army, right? And I saw horses. Yes, there are horses, and sat on them, and they have breastplate of fire. So these are the army, the soldiers, yeah. And out of the and jacinth and brimstone, and hey, this is a terrible army, you know. It's not just an ordinary army, it's a terrible army. And they had the smoke coming out from their mouth and brimstone, thing like that. The description is very terrible. And in Revelation 9:18, and this was and this tree, right, there is this three things that is going to kill third part of the men, you know, is the fire, the smoke, and the brimstone. So meaning these are coming out from the army, the soldier, the forces that is riding on the horse, this army of horsemen, you know. So this is what John saw. So it is really, you know, killing people. 1/3 of the people will be dead, you know. And they have power in their mouths and tails, and you know, they are serpents, they have heads, they are human, they look human beings, you know. And yes, and the rest of the men which were not killed, so they are not everyone killed, it's only 1/3 was killed. But this is the picture that we can see that was given to us in the trumpet number 6. So we give it a name. Actually, we know this is the Battle of Armageddon. This is the Third World War, the Battle of Armageddon, yeah. So, and then the last trumpet, which is the trumpet number 7, it gives us a picture of, it's a kingdom. It's the kingdom of this world is governed by the kingdom of Christ. So, is the 7, and then we can see also there are the 24 elders and all this in God's seat. So, this gives us a picture that yes, God is in this trumpet. God is reigning. Christ is reigning. This is about the 1,000-year reign. All right. So these are the information that we have based on the trumpets. We look at the key points, and we could say, okay, if we look at the chronology of the trumpets, yeah, is okay. We go to the chronology of the trumpet. Okay, trumpet number 1 is talking about the destruction of the trees. And number 2 is destruction of the sea. And number 3 is destruction of the rivers. Number 4 is the destruction of the sun, the moon, and the stars. And number 5, suddenly talk about the Antichrist. Yeah, talk about the Antichrist. And then in number 6, talk about war. It talk about war. And 7, it talk about the kingdom of God. All right. So if you look at the chronology, it looks like there is something not right here, you know, because the progression of the events, it seems not correct, you know. It's like something is not right. For example, it cannot be that the destruction of the tree will come first, then the Antichrist will come out, right? It cannot be. I mean, doesn't make any sense, you see. It doesn't make any sense. Or the destruction of the sea first, and the rivers, and the sun and the moon destruction, and then the Antichrist will come out. It cannot be, because the Antichrist has to come out first. Now, if we will put, there's something here that I need to. If we look at the chronology of the seal, because of the seal, there is a seal 1, right? The seal 1 is the Antichrist will come for peace, isn't it? We studied that on the seal. And then number 2, there is the peace will be broken, right? The Antichrist broke the peace. And the number 3 is that there is this the economy will be in collapse of economy. And then number 4, there will be this world war, right? The war. And then number 5, there will be there will be the war. And then we have the 5 is the martyrs, right? The martyrs. And 6 is that the wrath of God, right? The wrath of God. And the last one is that the heaven was silent, right? Yeah. If we look at the seal, it is, and then look at the trumpet, it doesn't match. All right, doesn't match. So what we need to do is we have to rearrange the trumpet to match. so that there will be a logical sequence of events. Because what we can see in trumpets now is that there is no logical sequence of events, because the destruction of the natural destruction come first, and then the Antichrist come out. You know, if the Antichrist come out and everything is destruction already, so what is peace? He is going to create peace no more, because people are dying already. So the correct logical sequence of events is based on the seven seals. Okay, all right. What we do now is that we have to go to the seven seals, right? We have to go to the seven seals, and we have to put in the seven trumpets, so that let's see, then it will fit. Okay, so we come back here. We come back to this is how we are going to study the seals. Otherwise, it doesn't match. Okay, let's look at here. So we have already studied the seal, isn't it? And we know that the seal is that the Antichrist will come first, and then he will break the peace, and then there will be the economy problem, and then there will be the world war, and there will be the martyrs, and there will be the cosmic upheaval, the wrath of the Lamb, and there will be silence in heaven. This is the seven seals, right? This is the seven seals. Now we are going to put in the trumpet inside. Right? So okay, in the trumpet number 1, which we have just discussed a while ago, is talking about hail of trees and grass, isn't it? The trees and the grass burn. So if you look at this seal, this trumpet, it fits with the seal number 6. Because in the seal number 6, it is talking about also the sea, the rivers, the trees, and the mountains, and the hills, and the seas. So it fits there. So the trumpet number 1, instead of here, because it doesn't fit here, we have to move it here. All right? So that it will fit the seal number, the 7 seals. Right? That's how we are going to resolve this trumpet issue. Okay? All right, let's move on. Now we go to the second trumpet. Right? So in the second trumpet, yeah, we have studied the same thing with the seals is in order. The seal is in order, but the trumpet is not in order. So instead of the trumpet number 2 will be fall here in number 2 to coincide here, but it doesn't match, because this one is talking about the sea and the blood, while this one is talking about the Antichrist. All right? So where does this fit? Where does this trumpet 2 fit? It fits here. It fits here. All right. So we put the trumpet number 2 here. All right. That's how we are going to do. Right. Okay. Then now we are going to move to the trumpet number 3. And now in the trumpet number 3, the same thing. It's talking about. If you look again, it's talking about, isn't it, the stars, the lamps, and the burning. Right. It's talking about the river, isn't it? The river and the fountains. Yeah, you check again the trumpet number 3, and it would fit here, right? The trumpet number 3 and the seal number 3 fits together. It's talking about the same thing. All right, you cannot put the trumpet number 3 here, because it's talking about economic collapse, and it's talking about the rivers and the sea. Okay, so that's how we are going to do it. We restructure the trumpet number, the 7 trumpets, right? Okay, let's move on to trumpet number 4. And the trumpet number 4, yes, it was talking about what? The sun, the moon, and the stars that falls from heaven, isn't it, right? And it fits here. It fits, the trumpet number 4 fits here, right? It doesn't fit here. It is not much, because this one is talking about world war, and this one is talking about the sun, the moon, the stars, and the burning half is darkened, right? There was some planetary thing that is disturbing. Okay, so it fits here. So the trumpet number 4 should be here, right? Okay, so let's look at the trumpet number 5. Now the trumpet number 5, which we find it like suddenly it talks about other things. It talks about the Antichrist, right? It talks about the beast. It talks about the keyword here, the star, the bottomless pit. Yeah, we talk about it. And there's a king and bottomless pit, the beast. This is talking about the Antichrist. So the trumpet number 5 is talking about the Antichrist, so we could not put the trumpet here because it doesn't match, because this one is talking about the martyrs in the seal. So the only way is that we have to put all this thing about the Antichrist here. So trumpet number 5 is fit with the seal number 1. So we have here the information that the Antichrist comes out, right? It comes out from the bottomless pit, and yes, he has to come out to do his piece, isn't it? You see that the thing there? So we have to rearrange the trumpet number 5, and we have to put it here together with the seal number 1. That's how we are going to match the trumpet all the trumpets with the seals. Okay, let's look at the trumpet number 6. The trumpet number 6, what it says, it talks about it will slay 1/3 of men. Yeah, it will slay 1/3 of men. So this is talking about war. Yeah, there's a killing there, because once the bottomless pit was open and the king come out and he tried to start doing let people kill one another. Yes, there are a lot of soldiers here in this part here. So it will fit into the seal number 4. So trumpet number 6 fit with seal number 4, because both are talking about war. So we put the seal numbers, the trumpet number 6 here. All right. So that's how we are going to coincide the seals and the trumpets. Okay, lastly, let's look at the trumpet number 7. And the trumpet number 7 is talking about, yes, it's talking about God reigns. Yeah, that the 7th trumpet is talking about the what do you call this? The seats of God. Christ is going to reign, isn't it? The Christ is going to reign forever. Then it talks about here in the seal, it's a silence, right? In the seal was silent. It's like everything has been done already. So there was peace and silence in heaven. And according to trumpet, that's the time that God is reigning. All right, if you look at these verses, so there we have already put all the what do you call this? The trumpet. Now we already put it and match it with the seals, right? So that's how it looked like. So now we are going to go back to our, we remember we have that summary. Let me see. Okay, we go back here. Now here is the summary is that, okay, we have already talked about the seal and we talked already about the trumpets, right? So the trumpet match. Now the trumpet and the seal are matching now, right? The story are the same. The story are the same now. If Antichrist comes here, the trumpet also say the Antichrist come out here. All right, and so there is a world war in seal number 4, and also there is a world war also in the trumpet. And there was this in seal number 6 talking about this natural planetary destruction, and they are also talking about the same thing: the sun, the moon, the rivers, and like that. And seal number 7 is talking about silence and also God reign. So it meets. Now it match. All right. Okay, so that's what we are going. I'm sharing to you today. Next time we are going to talk about the vials, and we will see the vial also is not in order like the trumpet, and we have to put it in order and match it with the 7 seals. Then we have a lot of information coming in through the seals, the vials, and the trumpets. Yeah. All right. Thank you for listening, and good day.